look at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
How do you get this job? I can get the water. I can put pillows on the couch.
Do you have a?
Hey guys, and welcome to Confessions from a Red Couch podcast. I am Janae Strickland Nunn. I am joined by a big old group of my big close sister friends, and so we're just gonna go down the couch, and they are going to introduce themselves. So go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tammara Savoy.
Your IG?
My Instagram is SweetTam30.
Hi, I'm Quincellar Manuel, and my Instagram is Cutie30.
Liz Harrell, Hustle Liz. Dionna Toliver, my Instagram is BU, I'm me.
And I'm Ashley, and my Instagram is 429AW.
He said we gotta get them together. Now look, I am going to tell y'all now, I have no clue what's about to happen today. I am not responsible. They have 2 rules. That's the only thing I can give them, because you know this is that group of friends where if you look in that group chat, you never know what's gonna happen. So they have 2 rules. I'm hoping we can get it. It's gonna be an exciting show. I didn't even introduce the show. I didn't introduce what it was about. Okay, so this is Confessions from a Red Couch podcast, where we talk about all the things about being in our 30s, being grown, dating, social media crap, because that's all it is. We're going to talk about, you know, different topics, how we relate with others, how to, you know, build a better relationship with ourselves. And shoot, let's start the show. So, the first thing before we pop off, last week my friend Kimberly came on with K&A Events, and she has a new dating event. It's called Dating in the Dark. It will be held it's for the north side. I have to say that because, you know, whatever, competition and whatnot. It is on the north side. It is a dating event for 35 to 50. It's for the first 15 women and 15 men who sign up. Yes, you will be wearing a blindfold. You will have good food because my hubby is catering, and I'm excited about that. So come on out, be our guest. You can find the event on Facebook. So let's get started with the show. So we are going to talk about adventures in dating. And so today, ladies, what I want to talk about, we are going to be positive about dating. I know dating sucks. I'm happy I went on my last date 2 years ago. First date? Yeah, that's it. My last first date 2 years ago. Thank you, Jesus, because I don't want to do that no more. But so what we're going to do right now is talk about what did you learn about yourself? What have you learned about yourself while you were in the dating world?
While we still in it?
Yeah, some of us are, some of us Liz ain't. Ashley ain't. Ashley off the market. Okay. All right, so who wants to start?
Really? Shout out.
Who wants to start?
So what I learned is I have short patience, so I don't like tolerating bull, and I like to sift through everything on the beginning, and so I don't know. So dating-wise, whenever I go out on a date, I have my main questions that I like to ask, and if I don't like the answers, welcome to the block party. Yes.
We're going to get to that in a little bit.
Okay, for dating with me, I have to like you to date you, so that's...
But how do you... Okay, so this is my thing, though, because with dating, like, that's where you get out to meet people. So that's what I think about dating. So, like, what do you mean you have to like them if you are?
I have to like them. Like, our communication before we go on that date has to be good.
Right. Like, if she meets someone, they have to have, like, a good general conversation before she'll even go out on the date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you call the pre part?
What's the pre-part?
That's
Like
just
before you
phone
get
calls?
to like them?
Yeah, the
That's
phone
just the
calls.
conversing, phone calls.
Okay. So you got to have like a connection before you start dating them.
Correct.
Yeah, because
Gotcha,
otherwise,
okay.
I mean...
Do you keep them around if they don't fall in that category?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I like consistency. I don't like changes much. when it comes to that.
Okay.
I did answer the question.
What I've learned about myself
I like consistency.
while dating.
It's things about yourself that you learn.
That's what I.
Oh, that you like the pregame. You like the conversations
She likes the
prior
You
to.
check
consistency.
the pregame.
Okay.
The pregame conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's been a while for me, like a long time. But when I did, yeah, I currently date him. Yes, I enjoy that. But a long time ago, before I got married, I'm same with Quinn. I had to talk to you first because even though I was in school at the time and I did work, it was like, how am I going to fit you into my schedule and then be beneficial to me at the same time? So it's like, hey, if I fit you in, if I move other things around to fit you in, you know, I want to make sure that I'm going to have a good time on that time. I don't want to block off, you know, that whole night or the, 4 or 5 hours, however long we're going to spend on the date or even in the daytime date. And then, like, if we can't even have a conversation, it's like, man, like, how long am I going to be trapped on this date?
Right.
When can I leave? Can I get a call? Like, somebody has a family emergency. So, like, before we had a long date, it was like, okay, let's talk on the phone. We can talk on the phone. But then when we got on the first date, it was like he was real quiet. So I was like, oh, man, what the heck? So you can talk to me on the phone, but in my face, it's like you just quiet. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a little pressure because they don't, they might be nervous or don't know what to say.
Just you.
No, not me.
I know, but I'm telling you, this is just about you.
Oh yeah. So for me, that's pretty much it. But like I'm kind of like Tam, like if I like if you can't like hold a conversation or if I ask some questions and you don't have really good, straight, honest answers, and it's like, all right,
Pointless.
Yeah.
like I'm trying to figure out who you are and
Right.
what you like.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, then if you don't know that by now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, what I've learned lately is I like to spend time with the person. Like, I don't want to talk on the phone and text to get to know you. I want you to actually make time for me and to spend time together. And the vibe has to be right. If I'm not feeling you or if it just isn't, I'm not going to force it.
Right.
I want it to flow naturally.
Right.
So I've learned how when something isn't a fit, it's okay to walk away and it doesn't have to be on bad terms. It just didn't work
It just
out.
didn't work out,
And
yeah.
to just move on to the, next.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay. I would say like probably what I learned is like don't waste my time. Like I hate for my time to be wasted. Like I believe that like people announce what they want and don't want through their actions. And so like if you're showing me like I'm not a priority, like I'm not going to continue to wait for you to show me that. Like you are already announcing, showing me that you don't want this. So let me go ahead and not waste my time. Like I am not going to continue to give you an opportunity to figure it out. You either know or you don't.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
let me just move around.
That's true. So true. I really. But like Liz said, I date my husband, so we go out on dates, and it just I like it because we get to spend time like not as and we work different shifts, so when it's date night, like I get to spend time with my friend because he is my friend, and and we get to laugh and kiki. We always have a good time, but it's just that block of time when we're together and we get to talk. Because I like y'all been saying, I like the interaction. And then when I was dating, like I think the most thing, like I enjoyed meeting people. I'm not gonna lie, because it was good. Like you see different personalities, especially when I made myself get out of like this my type I had in my head. I met some really cool dudes. Like, and they were like we wasn't meant to be, and that's fine. But I still met some really cool men out there, and they were either ready or they weren't, and it just was what it was, and I didn't take it to heart. I follow same energy. Whatever energy you gave me, that's what I gave you. And that's what I learned. Like I am your mirror. I will be the mirror to you. So that's what I learned about myself in dating. Like, straight up, I will be the mirror. All right, let's move on to social randomness. Fun times. All right, so I want to talk about Uncle Will and Auntie Jada coming to the rescue because, baby, they, like, snatched that up real quick. Whether that, and if y'all don't know what we're talking about, the Kardashian hoes.
The whole Dashians.
The whole Dashians had something like somebody baby daddy was whatever, and he was a dog anyways, and so they were blaming a girl. And nobody really knows what happened because there wasn't any there weren't any phones.
Which is
the people that she was with.
That is fishy in itself.
They report everything.
Yes.
Like their whole life is on social media. So like the fact that like nobody at that house party was
and it was all hearsay.
Yeah.
But why Tristan have his own house?
Because they're not
Like,
together.
Because they're not together.
But she wanted to.
She like that perception of this is my family and we're together, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
So then, what you mad for? I mean, okay.
You know why she's
To put
mad?
the blame on somebody.
I get it,
Yeah.
It's just
but
to
like
put
her
the blame.
clap back was like, "You ruined my family."
No, you're
I'm sorry.
Your
family been ruined.
He ruined it.
You just needed somebody close to you to put it on.
Yeah.
And to make her look like the villain, I'm like, come on now.
Well, for Valentine's Day, he was on a date with someone else.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
So it really doesn't.
But yet you
He
want to blame
never
this
stopped seeing other
21-year-old.
people though.
No,
He never stopped seeing other people.
she's been in a relationship with him and her and her and her.
I
and
wonder
her.
if they was trying to get rid of
But you know, if
get
it's
rid of
somebody
Jordan
in your
anyway, and
circle.
that was just a
Why, though?
scapegoat.
I get it.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
understand.
think Tristan used her.
He did as a way to get out.
Thank you. He thought that was gonna be
Because
it.
him doing whatever else he was doing was not working.
Was
She
not-
was not leaving
yeah.
him, so I got to get somebody
Like-
close
Close to
by.
He cheated smooh until she went into labor,
That is
right?
true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Like had fresh mistress juice on him.
You're right.
And
Like,
you also have to look
just
at the
saying.
way she got him. Like,
yeah.
she
She
took.
took him.
You reap what you sow.
Exactly.
And my thing is, the baby mama really wasn't tripping. She was like, "Oh,
Take
okay,
him,
bye,
girl.
girl, bye,
Yeah.
take him.
You don't even know what
That's
you're
yours.
getting.
Yeah.
Go on. Me and this baby gonna be good. Like, bye."
Get my
Yeah.
paycheck.
but he actually have a type. Chloe don't even look like the other women. Jordan looks like the women he
But you know,
usually.
But everybody gotta, you know.
You kind of branch out and then you go back
Yeah,
to
then
nah,
you go
nah, nah.
back,
That's
nah.
my type.
He wasn't even showing
But y'all don't think like he did it for like clout? Because like if
Possibly.
you really
Yeah,
think
I
about
think
it,
so.
like most of the athletes
Exposure?
they've dated aren't like big time
Except
athletes.
for
Has that
James Harden.
career
Except for
really
James
gotten
Harden,
better
but that
for
only
being with
lasted
them?
for like 2.3
No,
seconds.
most of them have gotten worse.
That's what I'm saying. Their
That's what
careers
doesn't
haven't
matter.
gotten better for being with
But like
them.
the athlete, okay, so
We just see their name in the tabloids.
Yeah.
yeah, so there, you know, I'm like, okay, think about it. People are going to come to games just to see him because of the Kardashians, because people are
Yeah,
so
'cause it
obsessed
does-
with them.
It does
Yeah.
help his
People are so
brand.
obsessed
Yeah.
with
Good
them.
or
Like,
bad.
yeah, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
I
Like,
want
long
them
as
to
his name
fall
is out
off
there.
the blogs. Like,
I do
They're not.
too, but I just think it was amazing because you know Will and Jada got their own pool. Their
And
own.
stepped right on in.
Yeah,
and
they
I'm
stepped-
glad they did that
I
because
am
they
too.
would have
Yes.
still been hanging that girl out to
Yes.
dry,
Yes.
and that wasn't right.
And
'Cause
it wasn't right.
people aren't going to go against Will and Jada.
No,
Like,
no,
they
not
up
at
there.
all. Yeah.
People aren't going to
Yeah.
go against them.
It's like
You think so?
President Obama.
President
was-
Obama.
Yes. Will and Jada.
Yeah,
The rest of the world.
I'm trying to think who. You know, and then the rest
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
That's it.
Used to be J and B, but J did.
Mm-mm.
They
Okay.
almost back there.
They got their
After
own
Will and
scandals.
Jada.
They like maybe two down.
Yeah.
Two down.
Yeah.
Just
They
two.
right there.
Yeah.
So you know, I appreciated that. Okay, anybody reading any?
Did we say Barack and Michelle?
Yeah,
At
she
the
said
top?
them first.
Yeah.
It's always
Stay with the
Where you at? They're at the top. They're at the
Yeah,
top.
okay. Yeah.
So, all right. Anybody reading anything good?
I'm only reading quality manuals right now.
Oh,
I'm reading the Bible.
I'm reading my Love and Respect book
It is.
still for the second time because the first time I was too mad.
Okay.
I was too angry, so I wasn't reading it right. I wasn't receiving. I was not. Yeah.
Okay,
no.
so say what it's about. It's love and respect. Like talk about it.
So it talks about how women need love or want love, and men want respect.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just reading it more for me because I've been told that I don't respect the male gender enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, well, they're giving me that feedback, so let me figure it out. And it may be just because, you know, I was raised by all women
Yeah.
for the most part, and most of them didn't have good relationships. So I was like, well, that does make sense because that's all I heard growing up, you know,
Yeah.
was protect yourself, don't trust men, keep your
Yeah.
money together, you know, all the
Yeah.
kinds of stuff that we hear. And so I was like, but it wasn't just from like what I was like, my trust, but it was like also my mannerisms, my
Right.
responses,
Yeah.
my attitude, my facial expressions, my just everything, like the way I'm thinking. Like if he says this, then I'm thinking this when I shouldn't really even be.
So you always in a react and not a listen.
Instead of being proactive, she's reactive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's and that's where the respect comes in.
And
Because
it's-
if you just like trying to, you listening to the tone he talking to you,
Yeah.
and you like,
Yeah.
Instead of
he
listening
not-
to the
yeah,
words.
instead of
Right.
listening
Right.
to what he's trying to say.
And then it was saying,
That's
like, in
true.
that particular, like, section I'm reading in is talking about how, like, the way I react or respond is makes him shut down.
Yeah,
And then some people shut down differently. And then, so it's like, okay, then they go on the silent mode.
right.
And then it just, like, digress. And then after a while, after it's like, you know, he just comes to you with something.
Bless you.
And then, and it can go both
Yeah,
ways,
yeah,
too. I mean, we could feel disrespected and shut down, too.
Right.
But it's like, you know, every time that person comes to you with something, it's like, man, here we go, man.
Yeah.
They automatically go into defense.
Into defense mode.
Yeah, and they call it the crazy cycle
Yeah.
because then it just goes around and
'Cause
around.
that's insanity. It's the same thing. Just
over again.
Yeah, so
Well, unlearning toxic behaviors is hard because you have to
it talks about that
constantly
too.
Yeah.
remind yourself, like, okay, I'm doing it again. But it's something you have to constantly say it. Like, I
Right.
can't do this
Yeah.
because I'm not getting the reaction I want.
Yeah.
And how much are we on the like you said, on the defense? But like how much it's like out of fear.
Out of fear of being used, out of fear of being hurt, out
Yeah,
of fear, you
just
know,
whatever.
feeling
Taking advantage.
yeah, taking
Yeah.
advantage
Like-
of.
Or am I gonna have to start over with somebody else?
I know, because I'm gonna tell y'all this: if this don't work out with Chris, I'm done. Like it's finished.
You really gonna be a nun, huh?
Fortunately, it is. So
Yes.
yeah, we don't have to worry about that. She gonna stay. She gonna stay Janae none with two ends.
Yeah, the extra one on the end,
Yeah.
cause she gonna be a new nun.
Oh my
Baby, I love you. I'm not talking to you. I promise you.
Who started
we
it?
together forever. All right. Anybody else reading anything good?
I'm just in the beginning,
Just
but
the Bible.
I'm just in the beginning, but I'm reading an American Marriage, and then I'm also reading Becoming,
Okay.
but I haven't finished it up yet.
American Marriage was a hard read.
It was a hard read, but it's. I mean, but it could happen. I've read it.
Yeah.
It's about a black couple, newlyweds, and he gets falsely accused of rape,
In
Oh my
their
God.
and he's incarcerated.
apartment.
Yeah.
It's like their neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
they're like they just got married. And so it talks about the trials that they go through. It's a hard read,
Oh my
but you see
goodness.
it from both standpoints,
It
like
comes
hers.
out the gate
and-
like that.
yeah,
and
it's
I
just
was
like-
Did
And
she
it-
stay with him?
You gotta read the book.
Oh, okay. Let me borrow it after you finish.
Can I loan Kindle books? Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Kindle.
you
I was like, yes, I can.
Oh,
As long as you
okay.
have Kindle on your phone.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Cool. Thank you.
All right. And so Michelle Obama came to Houston. Unfortunately, y'all helpers bought up all them tickets.
That's still her fault.
I mean, like
All
a
of them.
minute after the release,
Yes,
y'all bought up all
Yes,
the
it was.
But two of our friends got to go, and one of them's here.
Yes,
So,
I looked up with a ticket,
Yes,
and I
you
was able
did.
to see her in the flesh.
yeah, was it amazing?
It was amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know how down to earth she was
Yeah.
until I saw her in that arena, and she just was like speaking from the heart. It didn't. She didn't seem like she was faking. Seemed like she was just very relatable, and I actually didn't zonk out. I actually paid attention the entire time, and that doesn't happen often.
Who was like the moderator, interviewer person?
Her name was Michelle Norris, and I think she's a journalist.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what
Is
publication.
she doing every venue she goes to, or is she?
I don't remember if she was in the Houston area, if she was from the Houston area,
Okay.
and I
So
know
she's
they were
different
friends,
people,
so
maybe?
she might have different
I think
people
she has
Gotcha.
different
interviewing
Okay.
in different
Okay.
locations.
Okay.
Yeah, because didn't like Sarah Jessica Parker did New York?
I think
Really?
so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not Carrie Bradshaw.
Yeah, Bradshaw with the tutu. Yeah, her book was really good. Like,
Yeah, I need to read it.
finished
And what
it.
I've read so
Read it.
far,
have
I'm
not read it.
enjoying.
Her
And-
book is sitting on my desk.
I need to read it.
It's really good because it just like she talks from the time when she lived her growing up in Chicago
Yeah.
to meeting Barack, and I loved how when she talked about meeting Barack, she was like, he really wasn't phasing her because she had her own stuff going. She was
Yeah.
like, I got my life, I'm good. Either jump on the saddle or you can figure that out, but I'm still gonna live my life. And she talked about them when they were dating and how, and I liked how she said this. She said that he was, he caused her to look at her inner self and to do better because of the high standard that, he didn't care about the way he looked. He was all about his civic duty and his actions, helping people. And so she had to start, it was an introspective thing. Like he made her look at herself and like, dang, what I need to do. And she started doing more things in the community as well.
I think your mate should be like
should be.
your motivator, like
Inspire you.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Each other to do better.
It's not that.
Well, I
it ain't that
mean,
easy to find.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I
and
know.
the fact
I
that
think
it's
we
not.
just waste our time with people that don't want the same things as us. So then there are people out there like that. Like I'm finally in that kind of situation where I'm like, he makes me better, I make him better. Like it's like a back and forth type thing, but we keep ourselves in situations where those people that don't want that.
And so
then
many
it-
trying to
you-
mold somebody into something they are not.
And so we miss out on the ones that actually
Yeah.
do want that.
Yeah.
So like going into it knowing like this is what I want and this is what I need to get out of this situation. And if I don't, then let me remove myself.
Yeah.
Because I can't make you be what I need you to be.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't want to be it. So
And then also she talked about getting to know each other before they even started like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And what you said is real because we stay with people because of potential,
Yes.
man. Like
Right.
women waste
Jackson's
so
up.
much
years.
time,
No.
so many
Long.
years because we like,
If he would
but
just
could
do
do this, if he could do this,
Yes.
girl.
It's like they
he don't want
like
to.
they
He don't
income
want
tax.
to.
The whole Tia,
You're waiting on it to hit like income
like the whole
tax.
Tia Mowry
When
situation.
I
That
get
was
my
like
settlement.
a once in a lifetime thing. She met
Yeah.
her husband at the
Yeah,
bus
yeah,
stop.
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. That doesn't happen
That
often.
doesn't happen.
That
That's
doesn't.
not
It
a-
doesn't.
That is
And you
That
can't.
was a fluke. That just happened.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up my car to go wait at the Metro bus line in hopes that I'm going
You picked the
that
right
I-
one.
I see the potential in
Gonna be
you.
two-a-day Metro.
I will not. And another thing, I guess I should leave this but whatever. I love it. My nana used to tell me you can't change. The only thing on a man that you could ever change is his diaper.
Hello.
I mean,
Wow.
that's it.
Yeah.
When he's a baby, that's what you can change.
Yeah.
Other than that, what
he
you
don't
get
want it, it's
is
not
what you
gonna
get.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. Like we
I mean,
don't-
men do change as a result of us.
Because they want
can,
to.
Yeah.
But,
They still
because
have
they
to
want
want
to.
to.
They have to want to.
do it.
They have to see that.
And you still
this
accept
person
them
is
where
worth-
they are, and then they
Exactly.
make the changes.
Yes.
Oh, you
Exactly.
said the
So-
key word,
Yeah.
accepting.
Accept them. High five on that one.
Yeah.
You have to. Because
But not accepting the BS though.
No,
Right.
definitely not
Realizing
accepting
not
to be
to
shit.
accept. But that's the thing. I think what we think, oh, well, I'm accepting him where he is, and not realizing, make sure you're accepting the right thing.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And you're not
definitely.
like, well, I'll accept the fact that he's trying to get a job. No, I'm
no, he
sorry.
should have been had one.
He should have, yeah.
If you got a job, it's easier for a man to get a job than it is
It's
for
for
a
a
woman.
woman,
A
yeah.
high-paying job with less education.
Yeah.
So you can't walk around telling me, oh, I'm just trying to figure stuff
Yeah,
out. Dude,
no.
we 30, we in our 30s.
You can Uber
Like,
while you're figuring it
upper
out.
30s at that.
We in
Hopefully
our
you got a
upper,
car.
like mid upper 30s. Like, God,
What
God,
you
he
say?
said
Upper 30s.
Upper
Why
30s,
does you
yeah.
have to say
I know,
that?
right?
Well, I'm
37.
almost 40.
I'm
so.
not.
Knocking on 40 doors.
Literally, we on the other side of mid-30s, y'all.
Y'all are.
I'm
Hello.
Y'all, you with us?
We know
you
you're the
with us?
last one to turn
Y'all are.
But you still with us.
right
Y'all
there.
are. Y'all are.
36.
Y'all are.
36.
Yeah, I'm the oldest here, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you are
7.
We're not old. We're well seasoned.
Yeah.
But you 37.
You how old?
No, I'm 38.
Are you?
Mhm.
Girl, Sorry, Liz. Vanilla don't spoil.
So I'm Gary answering my
trying to say
cousin.
almond
He
milk
was
don't spoil?
like, y'all not gonna be disrespecting us men like that. Baby,
No
we have
disrespect.
not-
No,
we have
who
not-
said
That's my
disrespect?
cousin. Take it back. He 24.
Oh.
You know,
He don't know.
cousin.
This isn't disrespectful.
There are
Here
levels
we go
to
with that love and
dating.
respect.
We are discussing things that men can do, well, that we can do better, but also men can do better. We ain't call nobody out their name.
Right.
I didn't say that. I ain't say nothing. All we said was we love y'all for who y'all are,
Right.
and we gonna keep it moving.
And cousin, dating in your 20s and dating in your 30s
completely
are
different.
two different
Oh,
ballparks.
cousin,
So,
Yes.
cousin.
yeah.
And there's some
Cousin.
ain't nothing women out there too.
It
though.
is.
Oh, yes.
It
There's
goes
some-
both
yeah.
ways.
We
It
just
goes
talked
both
about a
ways.
couple of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
The Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
We just talk. I mean, it's some ain't nothing women out there
I mean,
too.
I
so
mean,
we're not just
when I
talking
was
about
dating
about choices.
Dominic, I mean, he was like 21 and I'm 18. Like, you don't have you may not have a big ball and salary and all this stuff.
Yeah, no.
No, but
Not
he,
at all.
the way that he was responsible, he was consistent, and like he said he was gonna call me at 3, he called me at 3, and I was like,
Showed you in other ways what type
Yeah.
of person he was.
I was
Yeah.
like, what is,
Yeah.
who is this dude? Like,
Or
are you?
what you needed at 18 and 36
It's
worlds
different.
apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I could
And
give
24.
two credits.
Especially if you
Yeah.
have kids.
Yeah.
If you already have kids and like you're dating, like it's different. Like,
Yeah.
I know what I was
I
doing.
was
at
it was my first year teaching.
Baby.
24 was a good year.
24 Bikini Beach was my friend. That's where I was hanging out at.
Yeah.
You lived here already?
Uh-huh.
I didn't think you had moved here then.
Yeah, I've been here 15 years. I'm no
Dang.
Estonian.
You a Texan.
Louisiana
No,
through and
no.
through. Don't do me.
Y'all know
Don't
good
do
well,
me.
don't
We know
oh,
you.
start coming out.
Don't
Don't do
We know
her.
you St. Martinville through and
Okay,
through.
okay.
We rode through
Know
St.
it.
Martinville.
Know it, you better know it.
2 seconds.
Wow,
Don't
we
blink.
cut you in a
Don't
second.
blink.
Hey, we have a few red lights. Stop it.
Oh,
All right, so we're gonna move on to confession time. Y'all ready to confess?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Father,
So
forgive
this
me
week's
for
topic
sin
was brought to us by viewers. It is we had 2 choices, and this came about in our group chat. I'm not gonna say how.
No, we're not
I'm not
going to
gonna
say
say
how.
that.
We're not.
Just if you want a backstory, ask me later, like, and I'll DM you. But I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
we
say
ain't
She
getting
that.
won't
into it.
mention names.
No
Yes,
names.
no names, no anything.
And this time it's not me.
For a change.
For a change.
For a
Don't
change.
Eliminating
Wait a
yourself.
second.
I did not start.
Because before then, I'm not. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, so this, like I said, this is a group of friends.
I
group chat
said-
people. Okay.
I pre-warned.
We moving on. Okay. We're gonna move on because you still did it. So, for confession time, we are going to talk about, it's all about that block. So we're going to talk about.
Welcome to my block party.
Hey,
Party.
hey,
Welcome
hey.
to my block party. Party. Okay.
Okay, freestyle.
That's actually a song.
So we were talking about basically how do you know when it's time to block somebody? Because everybody, like at some point in time, you block somebody. I do it, and I'm the queen of block, and I just don't care because after I block you, you don't exist anymore. You're like you have disappeared off the
Yeah.
face of the earth. So we're going to talk about how do you know when to block somebody? What do you do after you block somebody? And have you ever been blocked?
Let's do one at a time.
Okay.
Because you gave us. What's
Okay,
the first
so the first
one?
one. When do you know it's time to block somebody?
Ooh.
I don't block people.
If I don't like their conversation
I am.
and I keep ignoring and they continue to call, welcome to the block party. However, if I see I'm liking you too much and there's a little dismissive front on your end, block
block
party.
yourself?
So, because I'm gonna block them,
yeah.
so I don't see their number and I'm not gonna
Oh, so
contact.
you're
'Cause I'm gonna put myself
self-proving
out
yourself?
there. So I filter myself out and I'm gonna block them so I don't see their messages come through and fall victim to the bull.
The
And so
foolishness,
so those are 2 ways to get to the block.
Everybody feel the same?
No. I block for different reasons. Like the reason I blocked the most recent person is because I felt they were a little creepy. You know, it
You're
was
so creepy.
a little intense, and
Yeah.
so I didn't block. First, I just stopped responding. I cut it off, and then it was well, you're not answering my text messages, so I'm going to look at your social media to see what you're doing and message you there so I can see the timestamp of when you read my messages. So that's the first time I did like a complete, like I blocked from social media and my phone.
My receipt on.
I don't like the creepiness of it. And then I have done it before, like if I feel like I need a break from a person and it's on me, I'll block so I won't reach out and communicate.
Right.
Because I know if they reach out to me, I'm going to respond.
Yeah.
So I'll block so I don't see that communication.
So do you normally, when you know you're about to block, and just for good measure, do you say, hey, I'm not with this anymore? Or
No.
You just
That's
ghost and block?
Yeah.
I know how to block works.
I'm a ghoster, not a blocker. So I will ghost you.
And be nosy.
I do both.
I don't want to see it.
See,
I want to see it.
I don't want to
And
see you.
screenshot it and send it to y'all to laugh with me.
See, I guess
I don't want to see it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see what they're doing, but I'm okay with you seeing what I do. Like, I'm all right with that. Like, I don't really care. But I really haven't had to block it. I mean, I just ghost people. Like, just stop responding, silence your alerts. Like, I mean, I might do that, but I mean, you're not really.
That's the people respect that you ghosting them. Like, they know, they figure it out. But when you have people that go to other measures to try to get in contact with you, that's when, okay, I might have to block you.
Yeah. Follow you on LinkedIn.
You know,
crazy.
Because LinkedIn, okay.
it's for jobs. It's not for. It's not a dating app.
Oh, and unsolicited pictures of Richard will get you blocked too.
Oh,
Yes.
Please
thank
do
you.
not.
Now that I agree.
Richard.
No
I
ashy
agree.
pictures of Richard.
Oh, groom it.
If I ever see Richard, like if you, oh my God, no, Richard.
If I didn't ask for it, please don't.
Please don't.
You can send them to me.
FYI, we share them in the group chat.
I was about to say, and she'll share it in the group.
FYI, we share them in the group chat.
At your own
The
risk.
married women, we
They
be
don't
like,
look. They
don't
don't
look.
I just
look.
scroll up so
They like Bird Box.
FYI.
I don't want to see it.
See,
We don't let them see it. Yeah, no.
It got real quiet.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to think when I block somebody.
Blocking queens.
You
I don't care. Like,
she
after,
block you for looking.
Blocked.
You looked at my picture?
Baby, blocked. Like,
You
done
liked
said
my
too much,
picture too?
Blocked.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even on my blocked?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because I don't want your energy. Like, I don't
I
want you
agree
to
with
know
you on
what
that.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't care what you doing. Like I said,
She be
you
trying to
don't
block your people.
exist
For real.
anymore.
Block 'em.
Yeah.
Like, you don't exist.
Just block
You
them.
are blocked and loaded.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
She
for real.
wants you to
about
block
Yeah, she
people
like block
too.
them. Like,
Oh, him? Block him.
Yeah.
Because look,
I've gotten
this
that
is my
before.
thing. Like you have so many other
Just-
things to focus on.
True.
And it's so much else that's going on. So why keep them on anything?
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't want to know. I don't.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like, you in the trash. Like I don't rip you. Like you done.
Yeah.
And you don't exist. Like you went back up into your mother's womb. And her ovaries. You were never born. Like I
Poor
don't.
mama.
Because if and it's not just men. I
No.
block women,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
block,
yeah.
I block everybody.
Yeah.
If I
Children.
block-
I have blocked women.
I did
I blocked
block
women.
one person.
I have blocked women.
The one that has no name is
Oh, she
blocked.
would never be
What if
blocked.
what if they're trying to apologize and they can't
I don't
get
want
through?
your apology.
If we get to the point where we're blocking or doing whatever,
That
there's
means
no
that
need for an
There's
apology.
no need for an apology. You have been
Being
let go.
facetious.
Yeah.
You are done.
That's all.
Child, please. I don't want no apology from you.
I didn't get blocked. I think I got unfriended. I don't think.
I blocked. I beat everybody too.
I have no
Block
idea
me.
because I don't
Block me.
check.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna unfriend me
Delete
on
it.
one social media outlet, make sure you do it across all of
Because
them.
my
I'm just
that's
gonna say
it. Because
that.
you're still being nosy.
Yeah,
You still want
I
to
don't
want to
see you looking at my stuff.
You can look at my stuff.
No. I don't even
Okay,
see what I'm doing.
so I brought this up like before. Like, why if it's somebody you just if they're seeing you live a good life.
I'll stop following you, so I don't really care about what you got going on. But if you see what I got going on, okay, you can see this life. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Lavish,
I don't want you to
lavish
see
life.
nothing. I don't want you to like be like, oh, look at this bitch.
I don't post a whole lot.
I don't care. Like I do not want you to see anything.
Yeah.
Because if I find out you talking about me behind my back, then I'm not all the way right.
Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna
Then
find
we get
you.
involved.
Keep them squares up by my circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you.
I'm
Yeah.
sure people
And
talk
when I
about me
find
all the
you,
time.
the
Like, I
conversation
can't control
won't be
that.
like,
Yeah.
hey girl, why you talking about me? Like, it's not gonna be that. Like, it's going down. That's it. It's just gonna go down. I got too much loose. I can't go to jail.
Facts.
So
Facts.
block, delete.
He got your bill fund.
Huh?
He got your bill fund.
I don't want
want
to
a record.
use that for something else.
Yeah. Babies.
I said I'm turning a new leaf. That's why I blocked
Turning the whole tree.
the whole tree. That tree got to flip over.
Uprooted. Plant a new tree.
Baby, uprooted, unearthed.
That was a good one.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So we talked about why do we block people. We kind of touched on what do we do after we block people. All right. So have you ever been blocked?
I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
If you get to the point where you blocking me, I really don't care. So I wouldn't know to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I
think
guess if I took somebody else's
brother
phone and tried to look,
You
I'm not
can't
gonna say that out loud. Yeah.
I think
It's
no,
already
Do you get a
heard. That's what I know.
notification? You don't get a notification
No.
or thing when you get blocked. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I
But
may
we
have
weren't
been
friends.
blocked because somebody
That'd be
tried to
hilarious.
holler at me and they had a wife.
Oh.
And then when you tried the conversation afterward, then
It
you go into
didn't
voicemail, and that's because you've been blocked.
Mm.
And I think that's happened.
Yikes.
Oh, I did block somebody when I found out they were married.
Yeah.
right?
Because how do you know when somebody blocks you like on their phone? I'd still be trying to figure that out.
Because
Like,
it
I've
goes
Googled
straight. It goes
But I
straight
don't
to
call
voicemail.
people. You know, I don't like talking on the phone.
Yeah, it goes
Oh,
straight to
then
voicemail or
you won't know if you're
It
texting.
should,
and
it
That's what
should,
I'm saying,
it
like,
should
you
give a
won't
message.
text
me.
That way they know you've been blocked.
you won't
I
know.
wish it gave like a message.
Yeah, like that's a new.
You
The
blocked.
person you are trying to contact does
I
not want
pretty
to
sure
talk
wish
to
that
you.
it
Yeah.
did do that.
Yes,
Be a
Verizon,
friend.
please send me a text.
Who else? Sprint.
T-Mobile.
Sprint.
This person no longer
What's the other
fools
one?
with you.
This person no longer wants you to contact them.
Yeah, that's an idea.
We
Make sure
need
you
that.
just-
Yeah.
We need that warning.
Y'all got
But
the
girl,
scam likely.
I was blocked by somebody's mama.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so was.
you had somebody's mama's voice.
Why?
It
blocked
wasn't
you?
a man. I
Oh.
did have a man block me. He cussed me out and didn't block me.
He had to get it out.
He had to get it out, and then it was like, nah.
Bless him.
I was like, oh, I can't
Oh,
respond.
wow.
He didn't want to hear that
Wow.
He
comeback.
didn't want to hear the comeback because I had some truth to give him,
Wow.
but he didn't want to hear it. So he was like blocked. And then he found me on another social media outlet after he blocked me on one and made sure to know that I was what he thought I was.
He wanted to reiterate.
You still mad, but you got to let me know.
You big
man
or you
never
Wow.
There's counselors for that, boo.
I don't get the finding you on other sites. Like, what's the
If we were friends on Facebook and you go to find me and you can't see me anymore, don't go look for me anywhere else. I don't want to be found.
They think it's a
Right?
mistake, like you don't have, like you deleted Facebook. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
happens.
think. Like, oh, they
So,
don't
yeah.
have Facebook. Let me go.
Uh-huh.
Let me go to their Instagram.
Or then you get the messages.
Editing.
Did you delete your page? No, just you.
You got the exclusive rights to this deletion.
Right, to get deleted. To get deleted. I'm trying to think of another story about being blocked. I'm gonna throw my aunt out there. So she blocked somebody. I'm sorry.
Happy
And I think I
birthday.
talked about, yay, and celebrating her 50th birthday
Yeah,
next week.
happy
Yeah.
birthday.
All right. So she blocked some people, a person, and he found her on YouTube.
I didn't even know you could do that.
You can be if you're.
I'm not on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I have
YouTube
seen
for hair
that.
tutorials. I don't get all into it like
I'm
that.
on YouTube, like you said, my personal one for hair tutorials, and then this one for the blog.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Wow.
Like
I
I'll
don't
answer
know
the
the ins
if
and
the
outs.
messages come
Right.
for
I
that.
don't even have a
But-
YouTube account.
But
free.
You don't
But-
ever watch YouTube?
Yeah, but I don't have
You
to have
just
an
sign
account
in
to
with
watch
your
stuff.
email.
It's just your Gmail.
It's just your, yeah.
Like my Gmail is.
Like it flows through your
Connected to
app
it.
store, I think. It just
Yeah.
flows through.
Yeah, your Google logs up. Yeah. So yeah, he hit her up
On YouTube?
on YouTube.
That's
And
pretty
she was
desperate,
laughing.
man. Come
She
on.
was like, he must have forgot everything. It was just desperate to be like, where she
Has
at?
she blocked
But
him
how
on the
do
other
you
social media?
find somebody's YouTube? Like, am
Was
I
it
guess
her
you do a
name?
If they
search.
Google you,
Yeah, they go,
If they
or you
Google
can
you-
do a search.
They can
Oh,
Google
and it
you.
shows
I'm
what
gonna
you
Google my
have.
name, see what comes up.
I'm happy. My stuff from track still comes up, like from college track that comes
Wow.
up. and like the different schools I worked at.
That is good though. You need to Google yourself from time to time.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just
All
to
my
see what
old
comes
addresses come up. I'm like, this is like, I think that's scary though.
Yeah, but that's for everybody though.
Yeah,
I know, but I
Uh-huh.
still
I know. I think it's weird. I don't.
Yeah, I
And
hate
then
it.
attach family members.
Yes.
And then
Like,
they'll attach people
could
that I
be
don't even
related
know. I'm
to-
like,
That's what I'll be
oh.
like, hold on, you got a child? I don't know.
I got a sister.
Yeah,
I don't
but I don't know. I got some explaining to do, but it don't be me.
Yeah.
It'll be somebody else.
That's not you. That's not you. Y'all want to talk about it?
Shoot, we have Q&A from the audience?
Oh, child, not for real. Like, my mom was on here talking about I get it from her. Y'all, my mama is the queen of the block and cut off.
Oh.
She will pretend like you were never born. Like
Yeah.
she does. I've
You're
seen
dead.
her do that. Yeah. And that's where I get it from. Like once we done,
So you're genetically
Dad.
blocktated.
genetically inclined.
Genetically
Girl,
petty.
just don't know what's happening.
That petty block.
Be looking like, who is that? Oh, I don't know who that
I don't
is.
know you.
Yeah,
And you
that's-
no longer have a name.
You no longer have a name. Will never have a name.
Never.
Your mother never had you.
Oh.
Wakanda.
We going deep down.
Girl,
Right.
I told you. All the way back in the womb.
Yeah.
To the ovaries.
Yeah.
Who this?
I've got that. Who this woman?
And we'll say it with all truth because it's my truth. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
She does. And I be like,
She make you just give up. She be like, who? I don't know that person.
I do like what you said though. You block it for you so that you're not tempted to.
Yeah.
I do like that. Hey, self-proof yourself.
I have
It's
that.
self
But then I'll
self-preservation.
unblock it. I'll be like, oh, let me go back on
had
here
those
and
moments.
say,
Let me
let me
see.
say this real
Ooh,
quick.
so-
Let me
Let me tell you
let me do a
everything I
temperature
did.
check. Then I'm gonna block you
Yes.
again.
A temperature check?
Let me do a
Basically.
temperature check.
Let me
Oh
tell you
my
another
God.
thing.
Still mad.
So after a bad breakup, I blocked them and reported them.
I think we reported that same person for you.
Oh my god.
I reported them.
Oh my god.
So Facebook can go.
So wait, when you report somebody, does it say like why? Does it ask
that's
why?
why, but you just-
drop that.
Yeah,
I
and you
report
just
a lot of
pick
people.
a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
I be like,
Fake account.
bank account.
Sending nasty
Yes.
I do it.
So does
Wow.
Facebook go and
Harass.
investigate?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So what
And
if
then
they don't
send a
find it?
report. They send them a report.
Yeah.
Somebody reported
It's
you.
so petty. It is the best petty move ever.
and sometimes they can't use it for
Yeah,
seven.
Yeah,
they
they get
can't
their
use it
page
for a
shut
while.
down.
Or they'll have to show
Until
their
the
license
investigation's
with their
over.
real name
Yeah.
and stuff.
What?
Wow.
They don't let you.
Facebook acting
That's
like the damn
how
police.
you get rid of people in your life.
Does Instagram do that too?
Yeah.
Apparently they do
Because
because
like you know how all those
Cardi
hair,
done said shit. They took my Yes. page down.
Yeah.
Because they are harassing
Yeah.
me.
All
Trying
the
to
hair
sell their
things,
bundles.
I always spam.
I
always report them as spam, and then
Oh.
Instagram's like, we're looking for them, and then like 2 days later, we took it down.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Y'all just taught me something.
That's why people have 3 and 4 pages and be like, I'm still rolling.
Yeah, well, they do say to do it because you gotta back up your stuff on Instagram if you have a business account or use
Yeah.
it for business.
Okay.
So you should have another account.
Gotcha. Y'all learned something tonight.
Yes.
You got some good takeaways?
I did.
You got some
So
growth?
informative. I grew on the couch tonight.
You
grew on the couch?
I grew on the couch.
On the chair you got over there?
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing I do hashtags lesson learned. This is the old sayings that your grandma used to tell you, and you'd be like, "What is wrong with you?" And then now that you're older, you get it. So you got one?
My favorite one, God rest her soul.
Oh.
I'm too old of a hog to be called a pig.
Oh.
You not get nothing over on me, little
Oh, a
girl.
hog. I
Said,
My mother said, what?
Yes.
Too old of a hog to be called a pig.
Yeah.
So is that like a respect? Like, give me my
As
respect?
in, oh, you so say go and drive around town and hang out and stuff like that, but you're telling me you're going to the library? Girl, please, you ain't fooling nobody. I was
like
young
I got
once
born
too.
yesterday.
I was
Yeah.
young once too.
Got you.
But not last night.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm too old of a hog to be
be
called
called
a
a
pig.
pig.
Yeah.
That's a good hashtag.
Anybody else got one?
I can't think of like an old one my grandmother used to say, but something my mama used to always say when I was younger was, one monkey don't stop no show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's applying to my life right now. Oh, you
Yeah.
can't? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's with everything, career,
Yeah.
you know, relationships. Boom.
I think one my mom and grandmother always say is like, don't jump from the pot to the frying pan. Like,
Ooh.
like don't
Yeah.
be done with this before you go trying to start something
Yes.
else. Like,
Yes.
let this cool, simmer, cool
Chill
off,
out.
put it in the refrigerator. Throw it away actually in the garbage
Yeah,
disposal
just
before
throw it
you
away.
jump. So I always am like,
I got
don't
3.
jump from the pot to the
Just pick
frying
one.
pan.
You got 3 of them.
You got to pick one. One.
Don't talk numbers, talk percentages.
Your grandma used to
And someday equals never.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
say.
Got
that right there?
That's the
Got
one
that
right
never
there.
comes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
thank
right.
you.
Someday
Yeah,
never comes.
it doesn't.
One day.
Yeah,
I hate
one
that
day.
response when you
One
ask
day.
somebody, oh, one day. Oh,
Never mind.
never mind.
So let's go on February
Oh, 'cause
30th then.
yeah.
Right.
That's what we gonna do.
I tell my kids, I'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to go into
Your
that.
kids.
No, like my students' kids.
Oh,
You gotta
Yeah,
be clear
clarify.
now. You gotta be
My bad.
clear
Yeah,
now.
Come
yeah,
on, mama.
Bonus mom.
Mom.
you are.
Mom.
And my
Mom.
mom's got
Mommy.
another
Mommy.
one
Mother.
Mama.
I can't think of
Before I take
one.
off her mic,
They cut it up.
I'm going to cut you off.
Oh.
Yeah. Am I 4?
Quincellar? What?
When in doubt, block.
You seem like you full of.
Right?
Full
When
of
in
old
doubt,
knowledge.
block.
Yeah.
Full of old wisdom.
Since you the oldest one
Since you
here.
old,
Mother.
you ain't got no
Mother.
old
Come on,
wisdom.
mother.
Well, I know it was something like you can't attract honey with shit or something. It was like that.
You can't bees with, yeah.
You
only
attract
bees
more bees with
bees
honey,
Honey
than
with
with
them with.
vinegar
I
or
usually
something.
heard vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never heard that one.
That was her saying.
That was a Quindism.
yeah, I
Quindism.
had added my own.
Yeah.
Don't poop on
You
your eat.
attract more, yeah.
Yep, that one too.
So that,
before you
do you live by that though?
What?
That you attract more bees with honey?
Then vinegar.
Yeah, I do.
Do you
I
practice
initially-
it?
I can attract a lot of people, and then
Is
I
it
rock
honey?
on when I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. So you got the honey and the
Sometimes you get
insecticide.
honey, sometimes you get bigger. Get me right.
She got the honey and the insecticide.
I'm not ready to go.
Honey vinegar.
You do what?
It's too many layers
You
of
do
electrical
what?
stuff.
What?
They make apple
Wait,
cider
you do
vinegar,
what?
honey.
I do attract a lot of people.
With honey?
With honey?
With honey?
No, I'm saying,
That's what she
Or
was
your
asking.
milkshake.
no, I'm talking about my
Attitude?
my aura is always.
Oh goodness! So we're gonna end this episode. Girl, I knew it was gonna start at some point. So with that, guys, thank you for joining in. Make sure you visit confessionsfromaredcouch.com, the blog page, and read up. Instagram.
Follow our girls. And
YouTube, please. I need
Google
more
Podcasts.
Subscribe.
You can find us there too. Subscribe, like.
All of the above.
Spotify,
Share.
major listening.
Everything. Follow,
promoted
subscribe,
today.
share, like,
YouTube.
love, tune in.
This is DJ Clue.
Apple Podcast too.
Because my friend's trying to help me out.
Yes.
Apple Podcast
Yes.
too.
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcasts, yes.
all of
Yep,
the above.
Spotify,
Oh,
all
yes.
of the above. Oh yes.
She's there.
And I'm there. So
At
guys,
a
I
farm
want to
near you.
I want to thank y'all so much for coming tonight.
Thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
Like,
Y'all,
you
y'all did good. Y'all did
pat
follow
us
the
back.
rules, and I'm pretty
I said
proud.
one cuss
We
word.
only
I didn't
But you didn't say the one
you
Richard
didn't say
said.
the ones you couldn't say.
You did.
You only had two.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
So we get to come back?
Yeah, sure.
That didn't sound
You're
too,
lying on
No,
You're lying
I'm
on
not lying.
TV?
Y'all can come back.
Oh.
Oh.
Y'all can come back. Oh, if you look, there's my friend Kimbrella's event. I will be a hostess.
That seems fun.
Yeah.
It is.
But you're
I'm
not
gonna
going
be
to have a
hostess.
blindfold on.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I get to see everybody.
Oh,
I
you're not
need to see
dating.
you.
You're just a
I need to
hostess. Yeah, that's what I'm like, wait
I
a
need
minute.
to
You're
see
just
the
like a
range, the
hostess.
age range of
35 to
35
50.
Yeah.
of the. I'll message you.
Okay, just message me. I'll be able to give you more details.
I'm not blindfolding, so I can't do that.
He going to feel you like
Well, then
Ray
you can't
Charles.
come.
You like to be touched.
Yeah, stay
He gonna do
home.
Ray Charles on you.
Yeah.
Sprinkle.
They don't,
That ain't my love language.
You don't
That
like
ain't my
touch?
love
You don't like
language.
physical touch?
You don't like touch? Or
Let's not go
I'm
there.
sorry.
All right, guys.
stronger,
So
sorry.
thank
It's
you
about
for
to go into
tuning
the
in,
after
guys.
dark
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all the major listening platforms. Go subscribe to my channel on YouTube. That's where the replay will be. And thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you.
And everybody have a great night and a great rest of your week. I'm going on a cruise next week, so I want to see y'all next week. Bye. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Check out this couch, too. Red couch. We here.
I can't stand it.
Cam was
On it.
I know. I want to take that jacket off.
So bad. I was like,
That's why I started drinking the water. I'm like,
whole bra.
You watched us?
Yes, she did.